the Boundaries Valley.
You bet.
Welcome back. We're talking with Lynn Whitley and Leslie Meeker, and we're going to be
ladies.
talking about the Voodalicious. You got to tell us what that is.
The Fleur Delicious weekend.
Well, you
Okay.
said Boo Delicious.
And Boo is always delicious.
Hey, it is,
We'll talk
isn't
about
it?
that later.
Okay.
Okay, but the
The
Fleur
Fleur
Delicious.
Delicious weekend just ended, and this is the second annual event that we've had in Eureka Springs, and it celebrates Bastille Days, which is the service worker. Now, it's kind of a fun thing to bring to Eureka. We had a bartending contest that was fabulous. Lisa Davis from the New Delhi Cafe won our bartending contest. We had a waiters race that was really fun to watch. We had like 8 people running, and DeVito's always sweeps. So,
And they did again.
and they did again. So Ciroc was our sponsor, so we had lots of Ciroc vodka flowing, and it was a really fun festival that this year was really 10 days long, which is usually a festival in Eureka is about 5 or 6, and there was everything from drink and draws to champagne tastings to special menus all through town. So it went very, very well.
And a lot of the businesses joined in with the theme and prepared French type food and that, and so that made it a fun time for sure.
It did, it did.
And I'm sure people will look forward to next year and see what.
Yes, and
happens
it's
with
going to be
this.
that second weekend, which is the second weekend in July, that same weekend going into next
Okay.
year, so people can look for that again. The other thing that was very exciting that happened that same time was the Main Street America
Yes.
project.
Right. Eureka Springs earned the honor of becoming a Main Street America community.
Wonderful.
And so the Voulez-Vous Lounge, we had a founders gala, and Dick Trammell and Nancy Trammell hosted that. And we had
Okay.
a wonderful turnout. And so that's a really big moment for Eureka Springs as well.
Definitely.
Eureka Springs is really growing and progressing.
Do you have to compete for that title, or is it just someone names you, or how's that
I
work?
think there are a variety of things that go into play in terms of community involvement and the types
Yeah.
of things that are building the community. But yes, it allows us
Yeah.
to be, there are more grants that will become available for
Okay.
economic development. So it's great. It's a great big step for Eureka.
Yeah, Eureka is,
Wonderful.
I would say they're on the high level of being involved with events all throughout the year.
Absolutely.
Every time you go down, there's something going on.
Absolutely. They try to make sure that we have something for visitors to do. And the nice thing about Eureka is our entire community is a venue. So if you are, any weekend, there can be 8 or 10 different bands playing in Eureka. Everything from country music to jazz or blues
Exactly.
to rock and roll. So they try to provide something for everyone there.
Yeah.
And they do that both in the music venues and the restaurants and the pubs and in the retail shops. So it makes it fun and exciting to visit.
Was there anything unusual that happened this year that you could talk about, something that was extraordinarily funny or odd that happened during the Fleur Delicious events? Or did it go pretty well smooth like clockwork?
It
Well,
really,
the judges were pretty funny
at the bartending contest.
at the bartending contest.
Oh yeah, and who were those? Do we
Well,
know
one
anybody?
was-
That,
we know. You all know one person very well.
okay.
Yeah, Judy.
Did
Judy.
she behave
Our very own
herself?
Judy.
Almost.
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 So do we need to dig that up and reveal what she did that was?
No video
She
was
was
taken.
just a
No video was taken. We really don't have any proof. But
Yeah.
I think she had a good time.
she
There's
did.
a
And
secret-
I
She was wonderful.
fortunate enough to accompany her over there, and it was fun. It was a fun event.
It was a fun.
There's a secret life behind Judy, I would assume.
There must
She
be.
can let her hair
Secret
down.
life of Judy Hicks.
She had fun over there, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we had 5 bartenders participate, and we had 60 people come to vote for People's Choice. And we were thrilled. We didn't expect
expect-
near that kind of support, so that was very exciting for our
Wonderful.
first contest.
Good.
And the contest next year will be hosted by the New Delhi because they won. So we
Okay.
told them to watch out. That means we get to compete.
There you go. There you go.
Absolutely.
So that was good.
Tell us about why you're here, other than just talking about Fleur Delicious. Now, we're going to be making some drinks later, is that
We
right?
are. We're going to be making some drinks later. You guys can try. We'll talk about why the Voulez-Vous is a little bit different.
And you're the general manager there, correct?
Correct.
So that our audience will know.
And Leslie's going to talk a little bit about The Fine Art of Romance, that's our sister store across the street. I think it's really cool to have a jazz lounge and a lingerie store kind of paired together.
You bet.
They
So
work
people
well together.
Back and forth.
And I want to mention Leslie is one of the co-owners of both businesses, the
Yes.
Art of Romance and Voulez-Vous Lounge.
Yes.
Does Voulez-Vous have a special romantic drink that accompanies what we're doing here today?
Yes.
Everything we make is special.
It's romantic. Everything is romantic at the Voulez-Vous.
That's my favorite
Pretty
question
much.
for customers. They always walk in and they go, "What's your special?"
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Everything is special.
Everything we make is special. So
But Lynn will be making you some very romantic drinks this
a
afternoon.
seduction. You get to try a
A
seduction.
seduction. It's a
Okay.
champagne
Oh, that's
Hey.
what the name of it is?
That's one of the drinks
Oh
we're
my
going to
God.
make
I like
today.
I like the name.
All right.
So,
Seduction.
all right.
Well, should we take a break? And
Well, let's take a break.
we appreciate you being here. We'll see both of you later on, or you're going to be doing something with us? Okay.
They're going to go ahead. Up next will be Leslie and then Lila Steiger with the Fine Art of Romance. Stay with us.